On the 23rd anniversary of the great art heist at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office held a joint press conference announcing big news. They know who pulled off the $500 theft, only they aren't saying. It's like the windmills of your mind from the Thomas Crown Affair.
Round like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel.
So they know who did it after all these years. And what an amazing coincidence, coming on the 23rd anniversary of the theft that left the art world reeling.
The FBI is refusing to name names.
They are not making those names public.
We know who did it, but we're not going to tell you.
You don't say they won't say. Talk about a circle in a spiral. How confusing is that? Even Boston Mayor Tom Menino doesn't get it.
What's the secret about, well, we know the names, but we're not going to tell anybody? Well, it doesn't help us.
No, it doesn't, but it makes the parlor game a whole lot more interesting. Just check out the Boston Globe's interactive culprit guide. Click on a name and see where the lead takes you. No penalty if you land on a dead man.
Pictures hanging in a hallway, and the fragment of the song. Half remembered names and faces, but to whom do they belong?
And talk about half-remembered names, the Globe's Kevin Cullen today tosses more into the mix, making us wonder if every mobster on the East Coast was in on it.
As the images unwind, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
Kind of makes you hope it never ends.
It's true. We don't want this to go on. It is the circles of your mind, the windmills of your mind. It just goes on and on and on. And the speculation has just been fabulous. The Globe has done a great job. The Boston Herald has done a great job. Everybody's done it. It's like this whodunit, but there isn't a whodunit anymore. Somebody knows who did it. I love the mayor's comment about this. It's like, that's not helpful. We're going to put up some artist rendering or something. Give us some kind of a lead. But this is going to come to an end in the next couple of weeks. I really believe so. But in the meantime, I'm all for getting as much speculation going as possible.
Well, I gather they're trying to flush out the people who might know where the paintings actually are. Although I take your point, I feel like there's something sort of romantic about those empty frames, and it will be on some level a little sad to see them filled.
This could be a good thing for Carmen Ortiz. She's had a tough time as the U.S. attorney in the last few months with the Aaron Swartz case and so forth. She brings in those paintings. This could be a turnaround for her in a tough 2012-2013 season.
I was wondering how she even got in on this.
Well, it gave her a chance to change the subject. Yeah. Here she is offering immunity in the case of the biggest art heist in history, and she was trying to put away a kid for a prank at MIT for 7 years. I don't know. I think the person who did the best job in this was Mayor Menino in his interview with you. Yeah. I don't know how much credibility the FBI has in Boston these days. And so when they say, we know who it is, then we're not going to say, I think that people say 50-50. They have no idea who it is. But maybe they do. Maybe we'll find out in the next few weeks, as you say.
I just can't figure out the timing. If you don't know, shut up till you know. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand that.
Or if you know, just say who.
Or that too.
Maybe they're my neighbor. Oh, I know that guy.
I don't get that at all. But I do really believe, and I really could care, that it takes something away from Boston to have it all solved. It's been so interesting it's been in movies and books and articles and speculation, and people always want to talk about it. So you're going to lose a little something, I think.
It's kind of like catching Whitey.
I guess. Although he's the gift that keeps on giving. There's still stories to be told. There's still stories to be told. I have to give a shout out to Steve Kirkchen, who is the Globe reporter who has worked on this for years. He was talking to reporters and editors just today in the newsroom about the story and telling stories about getting the name of the guard and knocking on doors in Brattleboro, Vermont in the cold and finding the guy and getting him to talk in a bar. I mean,
does he believe that guy? Because he says he had nothing to do with it.
The guy's changed his story a few times over the years, so I think he's a little bit questionable, but his story is fascinating.
Well, he was admitting he was on every substance known to man, showing up to work at the Garden Museum. He'd been drinking, he was doing weed, a couple of nights it was cocaine, LSD. I mean, he was really on top of the situation.
Steve Kirkchen has done great work on this, and he's at Northeastern now, I should say.
He thinks he knows who done it, too. So. Let's keep on coming.